Story 4: Darkness in the Forest. The forest near a small village is known for its density and darkness. Locals never enter it after sunset, fearing the dark forces that reside there. However, a group of friends, deciding to spend a weekend in nature, ignored these warnings. They set off into the forest to spend a few days in nature, light a fire, and enjoy the silence. But a few hours after sunset, they realized they were lost. They couldn't find their way back and started to feel like someone was watching them. Among them appeared an old hermit who suddenly emerged from the darkness. He told them that the forest was cursed. Many years ago, evil sorcerers were executed here, and before their death, they cast a curse on the forest. Now, anyone who enters the forest is haunted by the spirits of these sorcerers. The friends tried to find a way to lift the curse. They realized they needed to find an ancient artifact hidden somewhere in the forest. The hermit agreed to help them in their search. They walked through the forest, encountering various terrifying creatures and ghosts that tried to stop them. After many adventures and dangers, they found the sorcerer's burial site and discovered the artifact. The hermit performed a ritual using the artifact and lifted the curse from the forest. The spirits of the evil sorcerers disappeared, and the forest became a safe place. The friends returned home, but they would never forget the horrors they experienced in the dark forest. They never ignored warnings again and always remembered that even the most peaceful places could hide dark secrets. Story 3: The House on the Hill. In a small town on a hill stands an old abandoned house surrounded by creepy rumors. It's said that a family once lived there and mysteriously disappeared. Since then, the house has stood empty, but strange shadows are often seen in its windows. A young couple, Anna and Oleg, decided to buy the house and move in, hoping to start a new life. They were enchanted by the beauty of the old house and paid no attention to the warnings of the locals about its creepy history. Within days of moving in, they began to notice strange phenomena. At first, it was little things, doors opening by themselves, cold drafts, and screams at night. Then Anna began having strange dreams where an old man dressed in black tried to tell her something. Oleg also felt that something was wrong in the house but tried not to show it to Anna to avoid scaring her. One day they decided to explore the house and found an old basement with traces of ancient rituals and occult symbols. They realized that the family who lived there before had practiced black magic and summoned demons. In the basement, they found an old journal filled with many sinister rituals and spells. Anna and Oleg understood that the spirits of the previous residents had not left the house and were now haunting them. They decided to seek help from the local priest to perform an exorcism. The priest agreed to help and came to the house with his items for the ritual. During the ritual, the demon manifested, and the couple had to fight for their lives. The demon tried to scare them using its magical powers, but the priest did not give up. In the end, after a long struggle, they managed to banish the demon and destroy the evil residing in the house. After this, the house became calm, and Anna and Oleg were able to start their new life without fear of ghosts and demonic forces. Story 5: Whisper from the Basement. A family moves into a new house that once belonged to an old family. In the basement, they find many old items, including a gramophone with strange recordings. At first glance, the house seems perfect for a new home, but soon they begin to notice strange phenomena. The younger son of the family, Andrew, starts hearing whispers coming from the basement. At first, he thinks it's his imagination, but over time the whispers become louder and more insistent. One evening, when everyone has gone to bed, Andrew decides to go down to the basement and check what's going on. He finds the old gramophone and starts playing the recordings, but each time he does, strange events start happening in the house. Objects move by themselves, cold drafts appear, and strange screams are heard. The parents initially do not believe him, but eventually, they also start hearing the whispers and seeing shadows. The family begins to investigate the history of the house and finds an old journal that belonged to the previous owner. It turns out that this man was a mystical experimenter who recorded the whispers of spirits on the gramophone. He tried to collect the souls of the dead to gain eternal life, but the experiment went wrong and he died, leaving these cursed recordings behind. The family decides to destroy the gramophone, but it does not help, and the whispers only get louder. They find instructions in the journal for performing a ritual to banish the spirits. The ritual requires courage and concentration, as the spirits try to interfere. In the end, after a long struggle, the family successfully performs the ritual, and the whispers disappear. They can once again live peacefully in their house, knowing they have freed the souls trapped there and restored peace to their home.